Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 2. As I'm sure you appreciate, with 27 distinct New Testament books and only 10 weeks in our New Testament intro course, we won't be able to give equal time to each book. So this week, even though you'll be reading material from our course texts on both Matthew and Luke, you'll notice more of a focus on Matthew than Luke in the videos and in the work that you'll be doing during the week. We'll balance that out a bit by talking about the connection between the Gospel of Luke and the book of Acts later in our course. Our goal for this week is to take a look at 2 of the 3 worlds of the Gospel of Matthew, the world behind the text and the world within the text. As we do that, you'll have an opportunity to see what those 2 worlds look like from the diverse perspectives found in our course textbooks and in our videos. And let me say something more about those diverse perspectives. I've deliberately chosen textbooks to allow you to experience some of the diverse perspectives represented in contemporary New Testament scholarship. In doing so, I'm not trying to confuse you or challenge the convictions you may hold, but I am trying to demonstrate for you how the views and interpretive presuppositions we bring to the text influence our interpretation. All of us who interpret the New Testament come from a world in front of the text, a world that shapes the way we read and interpret the text, and even the way we perceive the importance of the world behind the text. If you haven't learned already from other courses you've taken, as you read a book, it's important to try and learn all you can about the world in front of the authors or editors by learning about their backgrounds, their theological views, their presuppositions. If you pursue that task with the authors and editors of our 4 textbooks, you'll quickly see some of our authors would call themselves evangelical, some liberal, some Christian, one Jewish, some Caucasian, some African American, some male, some female. Reading each will show you how the world of the interpreter, the world in front of the text, influences the way that person interprets the text. I have no doubt that you may find yourself agreeing and disagreeing with some of what you read. But even when you disagree, I encourage you to listen, to seek to understand, and even sometimes to appreciate what's being said. I also encourage you to consider how you might dialogue from your own world and your own convictions with someone who comes to the text from a different world, with a different background, different views, and different presuppositions. Having said all that, let me be as transparent as I can with you about the world I come from as I interpret the New Testament. I come to the New Testament as a white, middle-class American male, and my views and presuppositions with respect to the New Testament are pretty accurately portrayed in Fuller's statement of faith. You can read or reread that statement here, and you'll find the link in the script to this video. I'm comfortable calling myself an evangelical and one who considers all 3 of the worlds of the text important to the interpretation of the New Testament. So I use all 3 as I study, write, teach, and preach. Some of my academic biography, including books and commentaries I've authored, is available on the Fuller Quad page along with my picture. I've served as an ordained minister in the Presbyterian family of denominations since 1983. I've served in the past in the Presbyterian Church, USA. I now serve in the Evangelical Covenant Order of Presbyterians. I look forward to getting to know you as we make our way through the New Testament in our course, and if you'd ever like to dialogue with me about how the world in front of the text is shaped by my background and influences my interpretation in relationship to yours, I invite you to do just that by getting in touch with me by email, Dr.Jim_Davis@fuller.edu.